Craig, will you be quiet? I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to motivate our people. I'm so sorry. We're professionals. I promise you. No, we're not professional. We're so excited to have you tonight. We're going a little bit more basic tonight. We're just going to have Hannah here on the acoustic guitar. We have our vocals, and then we have our drummer, Grayson, playing with Easter eggs. We're so thankful you can join us. The song tonight, what we're doing, you probably have seen the title, Great Are You, Lord. We did this a few weeks ago. It's an older song at this point, but it's an awesome song. I really, really do love the bridge. It's one of my favorite parts about the song. You know, all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing, Great Are You, Lord. So we hope that you worship with us tonight as our worship team leads us in worship. Great are you, Lord. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight.
You give life, you are love, you bring light into the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken, and great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken, and great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And all the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. in our lungs. So we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath, yes, in our lungs. So we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath, yes, in our lungs. So we pour out our praise to you only.
You know, Craig asked me to speak this Thursday, and I've been thinking about what to say. And I didn't know, you know, what I was going to say to probably maybe an hour before practice. And, you know, we were doing Greater to You, Lord. And as I said, I love the bridge. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. You know, there's a lot going on in this world. There's a lot of people shouting. Unfortunately, a lot of those shouts are filled with anger and hatred. There's a lot of people crying. A lot of people not crying to the Lord, but crying for vengeance. A lot of people singing to a God that's not God. You know, the enemy wants to use the noise of the world to drown out the noise of God's people, because we are called to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. We are called as Christians to shout, to sing, to cry out to God. You know, God gave me this analogy of, you know, have you ever had a roommate or maybe you lived in an apartment or a duplex where you had a neighbor that, you know, shared the same wall? And, you know, you get home and it's 8 or 9 and at night and you're starting to relax and start to go to bed, but your neighbor starts playing music. You do the civil thing. You knock, hey, can you turn that down? Oh, sure, absolutely. But then he doesn't turn it down, maybe even turns it up. After, you know, a few attempts, hey, you can cut that down. What do? You grab your boombox or your Bluetooth speaker or your home theater system, whatever you have, and you play music, and I'm going to play it louder. And then your neighbor plays it louder to beat you. And then you turn the volume up louder. And it goes back and forth. The enemy just turned up the volume knob on the noise he's putting out. Now it's up to us to crank up that volume. You see, the things that are going on right now may not affect some of you guys. It may not affect you. You know, it might be very easy to not let that noise drown out your noise. But I promise you, there's something. There's something that the world is putting in your life that's giving off a noise. And maybe it's not what's going on because it doesn't affect you. Pray for those that it does affect. Pray for those people. But I promise you, there is something. Whether it's the noise from doctor's office, repeated visits. Maybe there's noise from work that's not slowing down. It's getting busier and busier and busier, and you're overwhelmed. That noise can very easily drown out your joyful noise. Or it's noise from family. Maybe you're stressed because you're not able to provide, or the needs of the family is overwhelming. Whatever that noise is, it can be very easy to let that drown out the noise we're supposed to make as children of God. You see, God told me He's going to turn up the volume. He's going to turn up the volume. He's turning that knob. Because there's no sound system that the devil can buy that can drown out the noise that God's people can make. Because He's going to put a fire in your life. All you have to do is shout. All you have to do is sing. All you have to do is cry. So we would not let the noise of the earth and the noise from the enemy drown out our noise. I'm not a singer. I can't sing worth a lick. But I can make a joyful noise we're going to go back into this bridge. And I ask that you please make it, I don't care where you're at. Make a noise. Make a declaration. Tell the enemy, you're done drowning out my noise. Might as well pull the plug. So please, as we sing this bridge and as we continue to worship, make that noise and make that declaration. Thank you.
And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. Yes. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great, you're great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath, yes, in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And great are you, Lord.
If you've got one of those neighbors that Nick was talking about, the trends seems on Saturday nights tends to get louder and later. So this Sunday morning, I want you to get up and at 10 o'clock, crank it up to Kingdom Impact on whatever you got at home to watch us and to hear us with, because they're going to hear Great Are You, Lord, among other things. 10 o'clock this morning, Kingdom Impact. Join us right here. Good night.